Yo, 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 what's going on? It's Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. You know, one of the questions that I continuously get asked, and I actually talk about it in the program before, is when breeding, the progesterone testing. I've talked about this before, and it is scientific. It's something that bothers me because I don't like to contradict a lot of people's doctors, right? Uh, they finished school, I didn't, but I do know very, very good doctors. I've read, a lot. I've, stayed up basically like I was a doctor and involved myself in understanding, the proper ways to measure progesterone tests, understanding, the best way to do breedings, the best way to do supplements, and we talk about that in the program. And we'll actually have a line of supplements that will optimize your dog's ability to produce eggs and semen. That product you can expect out in June. But we're not here to talk about that product. Your progesterone testing is often recommended to start, at the fifth day after you've seen blood. Some dogs don't bleed as much. Some dogs do a very good job of licking and cleaning and making sure that you don't ever see the blood. So if you've got a male that's just going crazy and you seeing that this girl is what we call flagging or whatever, you might even want to start it earlier because she might have, started before then. But this has been the rule of thumb, and I will say this once again. And I do have, if y'all want to argue and debate with me, I can post articles and different things like that from, legendary doctors who are great in this breed. My Rottweiler's going crazy. That's why I'm breaking my train of thought. Hopefully somebody's not about to get it. But this is what I will say about this, is that out of 5 is when this female starts to ovulate. Some doctors, for whatever reason, like to wait to do the breeding when the dog is at around 13, 14, 15. Whereas the doctors and the councils and the different things that I've sat in on seminars, they've always said to base it off of the 5 because the progesterone levels can spike fast or they can go slow. So any number after a 5 can be distorted. Now, 5 starts the process, but there's 2 days where the eggs are actually hard. So they can't be fertilized. But the semen has been shown to live anywhere from 7 to 10 days, depending on whose test results you go by. So with that being said, you can, if you have the dog at home and you hit a 4 to 5, you can start breeding her then, and just you got as many breedings as you want for the next 4 or 5 days that you can just load her up and try to see how many you can get in there. The cervix only holds a teaspoon of semen, but hey, shit, put as much as you can. But the scary thing is, and I've used a clinic before that waits a little later, is that sometimes by waiting on those numbers a little later, the numbers can, like I say, be distorted. Because if the female is a slow riser and they're looking for a later number, then that means that the time frame of when the eggs actually no longer can be fertilized can also be distorted. Also in that thing, some bitches might hit, say, a 15 on day 8 after after fertilization, and it looks like they're still there. Some of them might hit it in 2 to 3 days, and you'll be perfect timing. So the best rule of thumb is out of 5, within 48 hours, those eggs should be fertilized, or are able to be fertilized. And at that time, that's when you want to look to start to do the breeding process. I know many people have complained about their breedings not taking, and this is just my advice. Like I say, you can read up on it. One doctor who's pretty good, well, damn good actually, is Dr. Hutchinson. He's out of Ohio. He does seminars at colleges all around the place. I mean, he's considered to be one of the greatest specialists in the whole entire world. So if you look up Dr. Hutchinson, he has some articles on the process, and it basically says what I just said I learned a lot from reading up on him, and I've actually used him on several breedings. He's actually the doctor who did the breeding that made Denzel and also did the C-section when I lived in Ohio. But he's world renowned, literally. You know, hard to breed dogs from around the world are literally shipped to him just to do breedings. The dude is a bad dude. But, you know, hopefully this helps y'all, because you can't be afraid to question your doctor sometime, you know, and say, hey, baby getting restless. But you can't be afraid to question your doctor and say, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And hopefully, you know, this helps y'all out. I know a lot of money is invested into doing these breedings. And, you know, make sure that you educate yourself during the process and don't put everything into the hands of somebody just because they have a white coat on. Until next time, y'all, God bless. Like I told y'all, Friday, we're going to be doing the live videos, and we're going to get going, and I'll post everything for the radio show, and hopefully we can get back in a good groove. Much love, y'all. Peace.